Hey y'all, and welcome to the Crazy Sock Lady YouTube channel. My name is Kay, and this is my channel where I share all about my knitting. I was gonna say other crafty adventures, but let's be real, it's mostly always knitting, sometimes crochet. Very rarely is it anything but knitting. So yes, this is my channel. Welcome. You can find me on Instagram and RAVELRY as the Crazy Sock Lady. I will have links right down below this video to everywhere that you can find me, and I've got lots to share with you today. So I finished 4 things since the last episode. That's kind of crazy. I hope that you have your beverage of choice and you're ready to jump right in, because we're just diving in with the finished objects this morning. I have coffee because it's still morning. I've been doing laundry and all the various things around the house that need done. And I have some other recording to do today, so I thought let's go ahead and sit down and record a little episode catching you guys up on my projects before I dive into my other recording that I need to do. So finished objects, I have 3 socks and 1 shawl. So this pair I just finished yesterday. This is my Rainbow Connection sock pattern. And this pattern is amazing for self-striping yarn or using up mini skeins. It looks good with even 2 tonals or a tonal and a speckled. It's just such a fun one that's so versatile and works with so many different yarns that you could want to use it with. For this one, I did a silver gray for the main collar. It's just a cascade yarn, and these yarns were all from my shop, Crazy Sock Lady Co., and I will have them back in stock later this month. So we'll talk about the shop update in a bit, but this was the gray that I used for the main collar. And then I had a mini skein set in the shop from Holly Press Fibers. It's the Lilac Blossoms mini skein set, and it'll be back in stock as well. And I love, we planted 3 lilac bushes last year after moving into this house, and I love lilacs so much. So I had to keep one of these for myself. So there are the minis. This is what I have left. And these went pretty quick. The pattern is so, it looks like it could be complicated, but it is not at all. It's so fun, pretty mindless, and easy to read where you are in the pattern in your knitting. So definitely a fun one. I knit these up, did I use a 9-inch circular? Yes, a US 0 9-inch circular ChowGoo. And I'm going to do a pair of these stripy, scrappy socks that you guys will have seen me share these so much. I did a pair back in October, 2 pairs, October of last year, and then I just did another pair, and I have quite a few more pairs in mind that I want to do. So the next one will be the leftovers from this. I actually weighed it this morning to make sure I would have enough left to do a pair of those, and I do. So I'm gonna start those today, actually. Let's see, what else have I finished? 2 more pairs of socks. I did a pair of toe-up socks out of the April Yarnable yarn. It was Mermazing is the name of the colorway. I have both here, but I'm just putting one on the blocker. So I did these toe up. I didn't follow a pattern. I just kind of winged it and did my toe in reverse, and then I did an afterthought heel. These are from my friend Jenny, and I love how this yarn knit up. So those went fairly quickly. My holdup was getting the heel done for some reason. It took me a while. For the heel, I used some yarn that I'll talk about here in just a minute. It was just some leftovers from another pair of sock that I had done. So I did do afterthought heel, like I said, but then for the bind off, I just did Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind off. And I'm gonna try my hardest to get a tutorial done for camp, summer sock camp, which I should probably talk about as well. I think I have that in my notes. For this toe up recipe with an afterthought heel. The sun's gonna come out. I might have to scoot back. So yes, I'm gonna try my hardest to get a tutorial done for y'all for camp, for toe up with an afterthought heel. And in that, I will show how I do the Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind off. I follow the instructions exactly, but a lot of people have issues and don't like this bind off because they feel that it flares. And my thoughts on that are, when I've had flaring with it, it's because I've tried to do it loosely because I think, okay, I need a loose bind off for the cuff of my socks. But when you're doing the Jenny's surprisingly stretchy bind off, it's already stretchy, so you don't need to do it loose. So I tighten up my tension just a smidge while I'm doing that bind off. And you can see here, it looks, this is German twisted, this is Jenny's. I mean, they look so close. So that's my tip, and I'll talk about that more in the tutorial that will hopefully be done for summer sock camp. Okay, next finished pair of socks. Oh, that one was on a US one, 2.25 millimeter, magic loop. All these are 64 stitches. Here is the other pair. This is kind of the mystery yarn that I've alluded to, and I will hopefully be sharing more on that soon. It is not one that I have dyed. So many people have asked. I have not dyeing yarn, not even diving into that. So no, this is not one I've dyed, and I'll chat more about this yarn soon. But this is the other pair of socks, 64 stitches. This is just my vanilla sock pattern. I'm blanking. I believe I knit this one 9" as well. These have been finished for just a bit, but pretty sure these were 9". Heel flap, gusset, all the normal things that y'all know I love on my socks. So yeah, 3 finished pairs of socks. Those are, for me, other than the toe up ones, which I am giving to Jenny because she's taking all my afterthought heel socks. Last finished object is in this bag from Bags by Awesome Granny, this cute little bee bag. And it's done, but I put it back in here and I have not touched it. I need to block it and I need to weave in a couple of ends, but the knitting is done. This is my Festive Wrap, which is a pattern by Amba O'Brien, and I knit this using McMullen Fiber Co. The ends here, there's two sections on each end that are in the same color. That is Frozen Forest, again McMullen Fiber Co. And then the mini skein set, I'm gonna blank on what it's called and I don't have the tag in my bag anymore. It is on my Ravelry project page though. It was a mini skein set, is everything in between here. Give you a close up. Like I said, it definitely needs blocked, but it is, whoops, beautiful. I am so happy with how it turned out, and it was so much fun to knit up. And I think you could wear this so many ways. It'll definitely grow a little bit once it's blocked, but I mean, you could obviously use it as like a wrap around your shoulders, but then you could also use it as just a scarf in the winter. This is probably what will get the most use for me, if I'm being honest. I do think over the shoulders will be nice. I'll probably use it a lot this summer when we're sitting outside in the evenings because I get pretty chilly. But yeah, this like all bunched up around my neck. This will probably be me all winter. I get very cold. But yeah, I think this summer it'll be perfect for just throwing over my shoulders. This plant's always just out to get me. I need to find a new place to sit. But yeah, I think it'll be great this summer, used just like this. And I might leave it on right now. Okay, that's it for finished objects. I followed this pattern exactly, other than, like, it does say a different color. I believe it's written for like an advent calendar, so it says a different color each section. And like I said, I did 2 sections at the beginning and the end in this color because I didn't have 16 mini skeins. I think that's what it's wrote for, is 16. These are my leftovers, and I weighed it, and I think I have enough to do a pair of scrappy stripy socks because, like I said, I'm totally obsessed with them right now. They will probably end up being for my mother-in-law though, because my main, what would be my main color, I'm a little low on. So they may end up being for my mother-in-law because she has a little bit of a smaller foot, and I think I would have plenty to do a pair for her out of that. And I won't use all the minis. I will pick and choose some of them and not use the ones that are similar to the main color, if that makes sense. Okay. What do we got for works in progress? I didn't bring one of them over. Let me go grab that really quickly. And I should mention before I dive into works in progress that right now over on Instagram, and I know not everybody's over there, but this was kind of a last minute and I need it to be like as easy and simple as it can. We are doing a little bit of a knit along over there to clear our needles for camp. It's just using the hashtag clear them for camp 2022. So many people were asking if whips were allowed, etc. for summer sack camp, and they're not. So I thought, let's do a little thing to clear our needles. Now I've also cast on some socks, but I'm not eligible for prizes anyway we do it, so I cannot win my own prizes. But I've obviously cleared some things off my needles. My Festive Wrap was a big one. I do need to clear off my sea glass still. I have not touched it. I would love to get it done since it is so close to being done. It's kind of ridiculous to not get it done before summer sack camp starts. But we'll see. It's not bringing me joy at the moment. So I don't work on things that don't bring me joy. One day it will bring me joy and I'll want to wear it, and then I'll finish it then probably, but it may linger for a bit. Which is totally ridiculous because I have like 20 rounds and then the cuff. Maybe I'll just sit down and finish it one day. We will see. But yeah, it's just using the hashtag over there on any of your posts talking about clearing your needles for camp with your finished, you can put your finished objects, post a picture with the hashtag, and then I will draw a winner May 26th, I believe is when I said, and announce it May 27th. Before camp kicks off on May 28th. If you are not sure what summer sock camp is, I will link the video down below. It is right here on the Crazy Sock Lady YouTube as well, talking all about summer sock camp, so you can find out all the details over there. And speaking of, let's talk about this work in progress. This is in a bag by Happy Mermaid Yarn Co. And this is going to be one of the projects that are available for summer sock camp. This will be over at Crazy Sock Lady Co. on May 28th. The video tells all the details, but we will have in-person shopping hours, and then everything will go up online at 4 p.m. We have inventory for both, so don't worry. We have inventory for in-person and online. I have quite a lot of things. A lot different than how it was last year with only 4 different vendors. We have a lot of vendors for summer sock camp, and then everything's going to be in one local place, Crazy Sock Lady Co. So this is one of the project bags that will be available. And in it is a work in progress using yarn that Happy Mermaid Yarn Co. dyed for summer sock camp. It is a sock set. Here it is. I did my little signature pop of color at the cuff. I do have details on my Ravelry project page for how I did that. Yeah, I knit these up on 9-inch circulars. Again, I've just been on a 9-inch circular kick. You guys know me, I bounce around all the different methods, but this is kind of what I've been feeling the most lately. And I have the second sock started. I almost said the second cuff, but I'm past the cuff. Just doing the vanilla sock on 9-inch, did contrast heel and toe, and then a little pop of color that y'all know I love. I've been doing that for quite a while now. I think that's it for these. 64 stitches. These will be for Eric, so they are a little bit bigger than I would have made them for myself. And I thought it would be fun to knit up a pair of socks in the sock set. And then you guys can kind of see at least how one of the yarns, we have so many coming in that I will not have all of them knit up by summer sock camp, but you'll get to see at least this one, how it will knit up. And I think that's really the only one I feel like I touched. So I have this pair of DK socks in a bag by Mountain State Stitches. That's gonna get a little blown out. And I'm through the heel. This is just the first sock. I'm through the heel. And these are from my mother-in-law. This is Happy Mermaid Yarn Co. Garden Fairies, which is an exclusive colorway for Crazy Sock Lady Co. And I'm just following my DK Weight Vanilla Sock pattern, US 3. I cast on the size medium out of that pattern. It's a free pattern also. But I haven't really worked on those, I don't think. I don't remember where they were last time, if I'm being honest. But I know within like the past couple of weeks anyways, I haven't touched those. So I did start a pair of socks, but I ripped it out. Because I'm gonna try a little experiment. You guys know I always do 64 stitches. I'm gonna try going down to 60 on these. So this is a bag, another one by Mountain State Stitches, this cute little bee fabric, perfect for spring. And I pulled out, this is some Deep Stash yarn. This is a Homespun House Overdose Awareness Yarn of the Month from 2019 on her soft sock fingering. Very, very pretty. So yeah, I started these, I'm doing the Rhinebeck Roomies pattern, but I'm kind of curious about 60 stitches. I've never done that for myself. So yeah, I just want to do a little experiment with those and see how 60 stitches works. All right, I have some things that came in the mail. That's it for knitting. Let's chat shop stuff. Nothing major over in the shop at the moment. The shop is kind of getting a revamp as far as organizing things and how things are set up. So there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes with that, and then just prepping for the Summer Sock Camp update on May 28th. And that's not only going to be an update of Summer Sock Camp, we are going to have so many new things and so many restocks of things in the shop, because any and every yarn that you buy over at Crazy Sock Lady Co. will give you an extra entry for Summer Sock Camp, and more details are in the video about all of that. But so I want to make sure the shop is very full for y'all. So many fun things coming, so many great things I can't wait to share. Just a lot of behind the scenes work going on for that. All right, I'm back on my phone. The battery died on my camera, so we just took a little break. I've scooched so that the sun will hopefully not blow everything out. I've refilled my coffee, and just because y'all love mugs as much as I do, so somebody would probably ask, this mug, I have no idea where it is from. I have a set, this one's green on the bottom, the other one's like a cream kind of a color, but they were my grandparents, so I have no idea where they got them from. All right, we were getting ready to dive into mail, I believe. So I received my Row 1 yarn subscription for the month. Row 1 is a mini skein yarn subscription service. Always comes in these little bags, and you get, I've already opened this, so nothing's in the bag still, but it has a little packet that always has a paper that tells you all about the yarn dyer, because there's a different yarn dyer each month. And yeah, you get info on the yarn dyer, you always get a little progress keeper, and there's always a sweet treat, but that's usually been devoured by the time I share with y'all. So the yarn dyer for this month was Superfine Yarn Co., which I had their advent calendar back in December. You can see it throughout the Vlogmas videos for 2021. So good. So here are the minis. There's a bit of a glare, but very, very pretty. And I love that, I say this every time, but the Row 1 yarn subscription, they are ready to go. You do not have to wind them into a ball. And there is a tag on each individual mini that tells you the yarn dyer and the colorway name. So I just like to dump them. I mean, a lot of times I keep them in here. That's why they're still in here. But if I open them to get one out, they usually just end up getting dumped in a big basket of minis that I have. So I like that no matter when I go back, I'm going to be able to see the yarn dyer and the colorway name, just in case you ever want more of the yarn or something. So I did place an order through Spreadshirt for the Summer Sock Camp merchandise. I ordered a t-shirt, a tank top, some stickers. I can't remember if there was anything else, but all the clothing that I ordered is upstairs. And my Summer Sock Camp, the main logo, I ordered one of those stickers, but I actually put it on the back window of my Jeep because I thought that would be fun to have on there this summer. I also ordered a sticker for each cabin with the cabin logos. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I'll probably put one on my computer case because I like to have, I don't know, I have a bunch of stickers on there. Maybe I'll do the 9-inch since I'm definitely feeling 9-inch circulars. We'll see where the summer leads me though. So yeah, I ordered those. Those were just sitting here. I got a gift in the mail. Let me pull it out here. So there was a progress keeper in here too, but I already took that out. But she sent over a progress keeper and a book for me. This was a gift from Judy. So thank you so much, Judy. And this was the book that she sent, A Stash of One's Own by Clara Parks. This is actually one I've always wanted to read and never have. So I'm so excited to dive into this and finally get to read this. This will be so much fun. But yeah, I thought I would show that because if you're looking for a good book that's reading, I mean, I've heard that it's good. I have not read it just yet, but it definitely has really great reviews. Just a couple more things, and we do have the Yarnable for May to open. I got a package from Teresa over at Pretty Twisted Yarns, and she did her MK colorway, which is a self-striping colorway. She did it unplugged, so it's like a speckled, variegated, so pretty. I love it so much. This is on her 8515 Superwash Extra Fine Merino Nylon base. It's her Lavish base. I love that. So I can't wait. This is for sure gonna be socks. And we may have some fun things coming up with Pretty Twisted Yarns soon. That's all I'll say about that. It's gonna be good though. It's still pretty hot. Don't you hate it when that happens? Yarnable. Let's chat about that. I feel all off here because I'm on the phone, recording on the phone. But let's open the May Yarnable box. This is a subscription box that Cheryl of Hypnotic Yarn does. And I've been doing this for ages. And I love every single month. There's really not been a month that I have not liked. I love them so much. So the May 2022 box is Avocardio, it says, is brought to you by Guacamole, Retro Headbands, and Leg Warmers. Oh my goodness, I just saw this and that is so cute. Okay, so if you, for some reason, not opened your May box, I mean, you may not want to watch, but watch this part. You may want to skip ahead. That is adorable. Little Progress Keeper by Monster Knits. The little avocado. We have a enamel pin. And a bag. So the enamel pin, it just says created for Yarnable. The Progress Keeper was by Monster Knits. And then it says an avocado notions bag created for Yarnable. Oh, that's so fun. There's a little handle on it. This would be good to, I feel like you could even do a sock in here. One skein. Definitely, I use like big notions bags like this when I am going on a trip, or to put in like a sweater project bag or a shawl project bag. Oh, and there's always a card in your Yarnable that has a scratch off discount code for Hypnotic Yarn for the month that you're in. And it tells you a little bit more about everything in your box as well. The yarn always comes in one of these bags. I choose to get, you can get 1 or 2 skeins of fingering or 1 or 2 skeins of DK. I get 1 skein of fingering because if all else fails, it can always be socks. Oh my goodness. These are gonna be for Eric for sure. So avocado is the name. This, I always get the fingering weight, like I just said, is on the plush sock base, which is an 85-15 superwash merino nylon blend. Look how pretty that is. These colors, that goes so well. Very nice. So yeah, Eric will love socks out of this for sure. That's his colors. So that was the May Yarnable, and I do believe that they are opening up, I want to say I saw they're going to be open the 12th for new members, because they are not open all the time for new members. They are only open kind of like a handful of times a year. So what you want to do, I'll put a link down below if you want to give Yarnable a try. Even if you head over to the link and they're not open, there's a spot where you can put your email in, and that will let you be notified. They'll send you out an email when they have spots available. So you want to make sure you do that, and then you'll get an email saying, hey, we have spots available, and you can sign up at that time. There is a code that'll be down below as well. It's Sock Lady, and that'll get you $5 off of your first box through Yarnable. Yeah, I like that you can customize it, 1 or 2 skeins, fingering, DK, and then you got all the little extras. It's definitely been my favorite yarn subscription box that I've done as far as like full skein boxes. It's definitely been my favorite. Is that it? I hope so, because my notes are on my phone, which I'm using to record. I don't really think there was anything else. Life stuff, we've just, Wyatt had his first show with School of Rock. I don't think I've recorded since then. It went so good. He did such a great job. I was definitely way more nervous than he was. He took a nap on the way there, and I was frantically knitting on a sock while Eric was driving, and I was so nervous for him. But he said he was nervous before he went on stage, but as soon as he got on stage, he was fine. So he did great. Super proud of him. They only did 2 songs during that show. It was the 10th anniversary show for School of Rock. His main show that he's been working towards is this Sunday. So I'm excited to see that. They're doing, I can't remember how many songs exactly off the top of my head, but it's more, I think like 6 songs. So that'll be good. My dad and some other family, they're coming up to watch the show. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. I'll probably be super nervous again, but I hope he does the same thing, that he gets up there and he's not nervous at all, because there were probably, I can't remember how many now, like 400 people or something like that, something crazy in there. So yeah, it was pretty packed, and he did great, and I was very proud of him. Austin's doing good at physical therapy. He's working with a sports trainer during his physical therapy time and really doing good at building back the strength that he lost on his right leg when he injured his knee. That's kind of all that's been going on. All that I can think of. I think I made a couple of notes, but I think that was mostly it. It was just the boy stuff, because when you have teenage kids, they keep you busy, and that's about all that's been going on. Sorry, I'm gonna hop off here. I have a mess to clean up while my camera battery finishes charging a little bit more, and then I might be going to record a little tutorial for summer sock camp. I will chat with y'all again soon. Until next time, happy knitting. Bye.